Hey, Koko here. How you doing? Little different format. Kind of going back to the motivational drive-by kind of things. Just more assholey. That's not the right way to say it, but the point is, I'm looking to. I work with people all the time, and well, okay. Let me give you a line of mine. This is something I say. I say it all the time. I've said it to high school kids. I've said it to adults. I've said it to seniors. I've said it to children. The only limitations you have are the ones you place upon yourself or the ones you allow others to place upon you. This is by far the biggest obstacle I have to overcome every single day. And I won't even get to the can't thing. The can't will be in, the can't will come up later. But here's what's going on. You have no limitations. None at all. It's kind of like the Odie in the tree, if you remember the Garfield cartoons where you see Odie sitting in a tree. He is so stupid he doesn't realize that dogs can't climb trees, so he sits in the tree. That's pretty much how we are. At some point in our lives, somebody, something, some institution, some process that we go through tells us we cannot do something, thus setting up obstacles in our way. When I coach people, they're here, they want to get right over there. I mean, they can see it from here. The problem is they can't get there because they have limitations. They have obstacles that are there for one reason or another. Be it something their parents told them, something they were told because of their ethnicity, because of their race, because of their religion, because of their political beliefs. The most limiting factors there are. And the only way to get past this is to throw that all out. There are no rules. My life, my rules. My life, my rules. Gigantically important for you to get that attitude. You cannot succeed if you have limitations. Even worse when you let others, and a lot of times companies, schools, religions, government has things they put in place. They're controls. Santa Claus. When you were a kid, your parents used Santa Claus for behavior modification. If you're in a political party, the statutes and the beliefs of that political party are putting those limitations, are causing you to modify your behavior to fit within that box. Religion is gigantic as far as a box. It's a very small, very narrow box that people have no idea that they're in. They were told this stuff as a kid and they buy it, even though all logic tells you otherwise. Right now, I was a Republican. I've been a Democrat. And now I am a political atheist. I heard that term and I love it. I am a political atheist. The problem, if you want to run for office as a Republican, you got to believe a lot of really stupid stuff. You got to believe that poor people are freeloaders. You've got to believe that the earth is 6,000 years old. There's so many crazy things you've got to believe to be elected as a Republican. That's madness. It's difficult to comprehend what changes you may have to go through to become successful, to get to your next point. The problem is most people have no idea what that next point is. How do I get there? Koko, how do I get to the next level? Last year was a terrible year for me because I surrounded myself at the ending of 2012 with people who cared dearly about me, and I cared dearly about them. But they were non-believers. And what I mean by that is they were believers in stuff that had limiting factors. Didn't work for me. Got into my head. Let it get into my head. Let it stay in my head. Lost faith in myself. And that's all you got. I mean, believe in a political party, believe in a deity, believe in whatever you will. But at the end of the day, none of that stuff is real. It's just you. Look yourself in the mirror and say, oh shit, that's all I got. It's just me and me. So 2014, I'm going through a struggle right now. And you're going to come with me. We're going to have some fun with this. I have a lot of opinions that I've been because it's just not, people say, well, that's not very motivating when you say that kind of stuff. Well, yeah, it is, because so many people are limited by these beliefs, by these situations, by this stuff, and it's limiting me. We'll talk a lot more. We're going to go back into this. The only limitations you have are the ones you place upon yourself or the ones you allow others to place upon you. That is going to be a recurring theme in a lot of the stuff I'm doing. And it will help you. Keep that in the back of your mind. Every time you say, I can't do something, that's difficult, or you have second doubts about yourself, think of that quote. It's the one that's going right over here. Think of that quote and realize how that adversely affects you. As always, Koko, later.